We have learned about horizontal and vertical lines before, but we're going to do a quick review. Horizontal lines are lines that go from left to right. You'll notice that I put this horizontal line on top of a picture of a horizon. And that is because the word horizon is in the word horizontal, so that's an easy way to remember. Vertical lines, you'll see I put this vertical line which goes up and down. I put it on top of a basketball player jumping up to make a basket, and that is because oftentimes in basketball we refer to how high someone can jump as their vertical. That. Horizontal lines intersect the y-axis. You can see that in this graph below. This horizontal line is going through the y, and it's actually touching our axis at y equals 3. Vertical lines on the x-axis, and again you can see that with this vertical line which is going through x equals 1 on the x-axis. So the equation that I would write for this horizontal line, because it is touching the y-axis, I'm going to start with y equals, and then I simply locate the number it touches, and that is at 3. So the equation for this line, the slope value for this line would also be 0. That's just a little bit of information that we should always remember. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0 because if we imagine someone walking on this line, there's no incline or decline. It's a completely flat line, meaning that it's the easiest line to walk on, so we give it a slope of 0. Vertical lines, because they always intersect at the x-axis, I will start with x equals, and because this line touches where x equals 1, the equation will be x equals 1. And the slope for this line, because it's impossible for anyone to walk on it, we say that it is undefined. So the rule for horizontal lines is that all horizontal lines are parallel to each other. Think that if I drew a horizontal line, let's say here on the graph, both horizontal lines will never touch. They both have a slope of 0, therefore they are parallel. The same goes for vertical lines. All vertical lines are parallel to one another. Again, if I drew a vertical line on this graph, we will see that they are both vertical going in the same direction. They both have a slope that is undefined, therefore they're parallel. And so one thing to know is that if given one horizontal line, let's say y equals 1. And one vertical line, so let's say x equals 1. If you have one horizontal line and one vertical line, they will always be perpendicular to each other. And that is because they have opposite slopes and they create a right angle.